parent Puben Arriba, por favor. Keep walking, please. Please, no blocking the way, please. ชิงค่อยเตียนโจผู้หนึ่งต่างลูกเดินขึ้นไปได้เลยนะคะไม่ขวางทางเดินค่ะ No parent Puben Arriba, por favor.
I left Phuket in the morning and took a plane that landed in Chiang Mai by noontime. I had something called the Samurai Pork Burger at the airport McDonald's before hailing a taxi to bring me to my hotel, which was just outside the old city and seconds away from one of the more popular night market streets. Once I was situated and ready to head out again, I walked towards the Pei Gate, one of the most famous landmarks in Chiang Mai. It serves as the main eastern entrance to the old city and is the primary hub for cultural life, protests, and major festivals. The area in front of the gate is known as Pigeon Plaza for reasons you can deduce. I didn't stick around here long, as there really wasn't anything going on, and it was just on the way to the city temple. My first temple stop was to Wat Chedi Luang, or the Temple of the Great Stupa. It is one of Chiang Mai's most historically significant and visually striking Buddhist temples. Located in the heart of the old city, it is famous for its massive, partially ruined Lana-style chedi that dominates the skyline. Once I made my way inside the temple complex, I was greeted by these fantastically large trees. Next to them was an ornate, cross-shaped building with a multi-tiered roof known as the Intikin Pilar Vihara. This building is one of the few places in Thailand where ancient gender-based taboos are strictly enforced. The sign outside clearly states that women are prohibited from entering the shrine. This stems from an old Lana belief that menstruation, quote-unquote, humiliates and ruins the sanctity of the pillar, and that a woman's presence inside could cause social instability or disaster for the city. But don't worry, ladies, I got you. Inside, the walls are covered in vibrant murals depicting the history of Chiang Mai and traditional Lana life. I then went to the building next door, which is the primary prayer hall for the temple complex. It houses the Phra Chao Atatrat, a 14th century standing Buddha that is approximately 8 meters tall. Unlike the city pillar shrine, this building is open to both men and women. My next stop was to Wat Phra Singh. The temple is named after the Lion Buddha, one of the most sacred images in Thailand. When I got here, I decided to tool around the outside of the main building first, as I figured the inside would be more of the same. There were a lot of monks at this temple complex. I don't have any footage of them as I wasn't really sure what the rules were, but what I found interesting about them is that a few of them had cell phones. While the original 2,500-year-old monastic code, known as the Vinaya, obviously doesn't mention cell phones, modern Thai Buddhism generally treats cell phones as a neutral tool. Their use is governed by a monk's intention and the rule of their specific abbot or monastery. Many monks are university students. They use phones to access digital versions of the Pali Canon, research Buddhist philosophy, and learn English via apps. Highly popular celebrity monks in Thailand use Facebook Live and YouTube to give sermons, often blending traditional teachings with humor to reach younger generations. There are no official bans from the National Office of Buddhism, but there are strong cultural expectations regarding cell phones. Monks are encouraged to avoid high-end luxury models that suggest an attachment to material wealth. Using a gold-plated iPhone Pro Max would be seen as inappropriate compared to a basic smartphone. Monks are technically forbidden from seeking entertainment. In practice, scrolling TikTok or playing mobile games is a violation of monastic discipline. I then attempted to see Wat Chang Mai, the oldest temple, but by the time I got there, it was closed and it was too dark to get any photos or videos. So, I then went to the night market near my hotel. Here, I got a pineapple smoothie made right in front of me. I eventually settled on getting Chiang Mai's classic dish, khao soi, for dinner. It is egg noodles in a yellow curry base made with coconut milk. It was very good. Afterwards, I just kind of wandered around the market stalls aimlessly before retiring for the night. I had a big day tomorrow.
신세계 생각보다 입으니까 아닌가? 아니야?
Welcome to tomorrow. Tomorrow, now being referred to as today from this point forward, was a day trip to Chiang Rai. After walking to the meetup point and boarding the bus, our first stop was to Mae Kachan Hot Spring. It's about a third of the way between Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai, and it serves as a quick rest stop where you can do typical rest stop things, like procure food and drink. However, you also have the option to soak your feet in the hot springs for free if you're so inclined. About 15 minutes from the hot springs is the Mae Kachan hill tribe in Long Neck Village. The village is most famous for the Kayan women who wear heavy brass coils around their necks. Contrary to popular belief, the coils do not literally stretch the neck. Instead, the weight of the brass pushes down the collarbone and rib cage, creating the illusion of an elongated neck. The women here practice traditional backstrap loom weaving. The village operates as a living museum and marketplace where you can purchase hand-woven scarves, wood carvings, and silver jewelry directly from the artisans. Most Kayan people in Thailand are originally refugees who fled conflict in Myanmar. Because they often lack full Thai citizenship, their ability to work in other industries is restricted, making tourism their primary source of income and survival. At first, this place felt a little weird to me as I questioned how ethical it was, but according to Uncle Google, these tribes don't mind tourists at all, especially given the reason I just stated. The experience is much more rewarding if you treat it as a cultural exchange rather than a photo op. Engaging with the women about their weaving or using a few basic Thai greetings go a long way.
In the village, there are 35 houses. These people, they came from Mae because in Mae not many tourists. There's reason they have to move here and stay here. May I ask you, what is this room?
While the long-necked Karen are the main draw, these sites often house other hill tribe groups such as the Aka, Lahu, and Yao, each with distinct clothing and languages. Whoa. I spent a little time with these Hmong ladies who decided to put a hat on me and were totally cool with taking a selfie. The next stop on this trip was to Wat Ran Kun. Often called the White Temple, Wat Ran Kun is arguably the most famous landmark in Chiang Rai. Unlike traditional Thai temples that are hundreds of years old, this is a contemporary, privately owned art exhibit styled as a Buddhist temple. The temple is entirely white to symbolize the purity of the Buddha. Thousands of tiny mirrors are embedded in the plaster to represent the Buddha's wisdom shining out across the universe. To enter the main hall or ubasat, you must cross a narrow bridge over a pit of hell where hundreds of sculpted hands reach upward. This represents human desire, greed, and suffering. The message is that the path to happiness requires moving past these worldly temptations.
Walking please, please don't block the way please. 快点走，不能挡路。เดินขึ้นไปได้เลยนะคะไม่ขวางทางเลย
นะครับดังนั้นจุดรับส่งผู้โดยสารนั้นก็คือด้านข้างนะฮะ
No paren Puben arriba por favor. Keep walking please. Please no blocking the way please. ชิงค่อยเตียนโจผู้หนึ่งต่างลูกเดินขึ้นไปได้เลยนะคะไม่ขวางทางเลยค่ะ No paren Puben arriba por favor. Keep walking please. Please no blocking the way please. ชิงค่อยเตียนโจผู้หนึ่งต่างลูกเดินขึ้นไปได้เลยนะคะไม่ขวางทางเลย No paren Puben arriba por favor.
เดินดิ
Walking across this bridge definitely gave me a I'm about to fight the final boss of a video game vibes. It's the craziest place I've ever seen. Can't take photos or videos inside, so I want to go inside, so see you. Videos and photography are not allowed inside the main hall. The murals located here are the most jarring part of the experience. While the exterior is a pristine, heavenly white, the interior explodes with fiery oranges and reds, depicting a modern hell filled with pop culture icons. There are hand-painted depictions of fictional characters like Spider-Man, Batman, and Keanu Reeves as Neo from The Matrix, and political scenes of the current hell we're living in, such as imagery of nuclear explosions and the World Trade Center. These are meant to show that modern heroes and tragedies are still part of the cycle of samsara, birth and death. The artist used these figures to represent human distraction, greed, and the demons of the modern world that prevent us from reaching enlightenment. In a striking contrast to the White Temple, there is a magnificent gold building nearby. Interestingly, this structure houses the public restrooms. The artist chose gold to represent the body and worldly desires, contrasting it with the White Temple, which represents the mind and spirit. The next stop was at Wat Phra Singh. Often referred to as the Big Buddha of Chiang Rai, though it actually depicts a female deity, this massive temple complex is known for its unique fusion of Thai Lana and Chinese architecture. It sits on a hilltop just north of Chiang Rai City. The centerpiece is a staggering 79-meter-tall white statue of Guan Yin, the Buddhist goddess of mercy. It is one of the largest statues of its kind in Thailand. Alright, oh, so this is where the steps start, 110. Alright, let's do it. That's all you got? That's it? Bring it. Okay, I'm a little winded. It's 85 degrees or something. Leave me alone. You can take an elevator inside the statue to the 25th floor, aka the head area, where you can look out through the statue's eyes for panoramic views of the countryside. So cool. Pretty sick. Pop Chok Dama Chedi, also known as the Nine-Tiered Pagoda, is famously guarded by two Chinese dragons at the entrance rather than the traditional Thai Naga serpents. Each of the 9 floors contains intricate sandalwood carvings of Buddha and various deities. I got to the pagoda rather late on this stop, as it wasn't entirely clear if the pagoda was even open, so I only had time to check out a couple of the floors. The next stop was to Wat Rong Sua Ten. Often called the Blue Temple, it is a stunning fusion of traditional Lana architecture and psychedelic modern art. It serves as a spiritual sibling to the White Temple, though it offers a much more tranquil and intimate atmosphere. The name Wat Rong Sua Ten translates to Temple of the Dancing Tiger. Local legend says that tigers once roamed this area and were seen leaping across the nearby Mae Kachan River, which inspired the temple's name. Unlike most Thai temples that lean heavily on gold and red, every inch of this site is bathed in a deep sapphire blue. In Buddhist symbolism, this color represents the Dharma, wisdom, and the infinite nature of the universe. This place is awesome. Inside the main hall sits a massive 6.5 meter tall Buddha carved from white porcelain. Because of the surrounding blue walls and ceiling, the statue takes a haunting, ethereal blue glow that makes it look almost translucent. The temple was designed by a student of the creator of the White Temple, which explains the similar neo-traditional style of intricate flame-like sculptures.
Very pretty.
After touring the temple grounds, I got some butterfly pea ice cream sold by one of the vendors outside. It is naturally blue, matching the temple. It was very delicious. After visiting this temple, we headed back to Chiang Mai, and then I explored the night markets again. Visiting the White Temple was the main reason I planned this trip to Thailand in the first place. It did not disappoint. The Blue Temple was just as spectacular, but with less of a crowd. The whole day really was great from beginning to end, and I would say that this was the best day of my entire trip. I highly recommend booking a tour to see all of these sites if you happen to find yourself in this part of the globe. I wish I had more time to spend up here, as there are a ton of other things I would like to see and do, but alas, I gotta keep on rolling, baby. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That way you know when the next Thailand video is up. Spoiler alert, it involves elephants.